Welcome back to the three-way podcast, bonus podcast. We've done Microsoft, we've done Sony, and finally, we are getting to Nintendo.
Woo!
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 Nintendo's a bit more complicated because there's stuff from Sunday, there's stuff from Wednesday, and there's not Wednesday, Tuesday. This is Tuesday, and there's stuff from the Treehouse, which is the stuff that took place after the stuff we're talking about on Tuesday. To me, it doesn't feel like there's as much stuff to cover, but it's just spread out so much more. We had to organize the list a bit differently.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get into any of the news that came out on the E3 conference day, let's start with the Nintendo World Championships and the announcements that were made on Sunday.
Yeah.
Nicole, you watched the championships to give me the dirty deeds.
The dirty deeds on the... Okay, so the Nintendo World Championships were held. Let me see. Pretty much, it was a double elimination bracket. The actual rounds were of like more modern Nintendo games, and then if you had lost that round, you went into what they called the underground, and you had to fight for your spot to get back into like the main pack. And they played classic Nintendo games.
Interesting.
Like one of them was it was Legend of Zelda. They had to go from the start of the game to going through the first dungeon and beating the boss. And whoever did that the fastest got through. Another one was...
That seems like something speedrunners would just eat up in a heartbeat.
Yeah. There was also who got the highest score in Balloon Fight as another one of the ones to get back into the top. Games that they did for the actual rounds. First round was Splatoon.
Yes.
Second round was
You're a kid, you're a squid, you're a kid now.
God, no.
Second round was this new game, Battle Blast, I think it was called.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that during the E3 presentation too.
Yeah, it's pretty much soccer with mechs.
Supposedly it also has some kind of Metroid tie-in too, from what I read.
Yeah,
but
it's supposed to be part of Metroid. It's not like a standalone thing.
Even though it has almost nothing to do with Metroid.
Shh, you hush. Let's see. Third round was Mario Kart 8 on 200 cc's.
I still need to get the DLC of that 200 cc's.
200. Oh my god. There was one guy, Mad Mage, I think was his name. He was taking those turns like a champ. And then
Question.
Yeah.
So I've read a little about 200cc, and from what I read, it changes the balance of the game a bit, where the heavy characters are no longer the best characters.
Yes.
That makes me sad, because I really loved playing as the heavy characters.
Well, fuck you. But yeah, 200 cc's is nuts.
It's still Waluigi time, though, so fuck you.
Nah, man, Yoshi time.
Ryu time.
Whoa.
Whoa, getting ahead of us there.
I can't help it. I'm so excited.
So yeah, and then the next round was Smash. They did 2 rounds of Smash, and whoever got the 2 people who got the highest scores moved on to the finals. So then the actual final round of it was the 2 guys, John Numbers and Cosmo. They had to do 3 levels of Mario Maker, and the guys at the Treehouse designed these levels.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. So they did a coin toss deciding who would go first. So one guy went first. The other guy was pretty much had blindfold headphones on, so he didn't even get to see the level until he actually got to play it.
So
then
it
they
didn't
would
matter who
alternate.
went first. It was just you went in blinded anyway.
Yeah, the guy who won the coin toss was like, nah, I'm going second. They were like, all right, put him in isolation. You could see the look on his face like, fuck. I thought I would have the advantage. And they're, nah, dog.
No, that's definitely the way to do it. Alternatively,
Yeah.
to have it where you can both see it, but one goes first, and then the other one goes, and then the other, and they take a second attempt.
Yeah. So for the first 2 levels, whoever won got a 15-second head start on the final round.
Interesting.
Yeah. So for the actual final round, they played simultaneously. So one dude had a 15-second head start, so he got to start before the other guy. And that map was just nuts. There were wall jumps everywhere.
There's something I want to bring up about Mario Maker, but that comes up in the news later. Or should I just bring it up now while we're talking about it?
Might as well, since we're talking about Mario Maker.
I read that there's a level for Mario Maker the Treehouse guys have made called "My Body Is Ready." It's
Yes.
literally just death trap galore.
Yes,
So I mean,
that was the thing.
it seems like a really fun little tool for budding developers to just kind of toy around with level makers and whatnot. And I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of crazy shit we're gonna see.
I'm counting down the days until we get someone to make all the Kaizo levels. Because you know it's gonna happen.
I want to see someone try to recreate Sonic levels with this shit. Admit it, you know it's gonna happen.
Oh, I know it's gonna happen. But yeah, there's a thing that they're doing in Mario Maker where before you can upload a level online, you have to be able to beat it.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, so...
Of course, if you suck at the game in general.
right, if you just suck at the game, then well...
I also read something about Mario Maker where there's a new upgrade called Costume Mario. Basically,
Yes.
how it works is you take your amiibo, you tap it on the pad, and it'll give you a mystery mushroom when you find one, and it'll let you transform into the character of the amiibo. However, it does not go into too much detail beyond that, so as far as I can tell, it's purely cosmetic.
Yeah.
Which kind
It
of...
does change... It changes the music at the end when you beat the level.
Right, but the problem I see with that, though, is there's a game very similar to that online for free, and it's a Flash game called Super Mario Crossover.
Yeah.
And you can play as Mario, Luigi, Mega Man, Samus, Link, a bunch of other characters, and they all function differently, which is what makes that game so endearing and fun. I really wish the costume mushroom would let you do that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Nintendo's got all the assets for it, so it seems like a missed opportunity to me.
Well, we'll see. Maybe, hopefully they'll change their mind.
Hopefully, because that'd be a really cool thing if they went all the way for that. Because I can just imagine now taking my Sonic amiibo, putting it on the thing, and just dashing through the levels like the asshole I always am. Be like, hey Mario, you got nothing on me, bitch.
So yeah, during the final round, it was completely one-sided. Cosmo could not get the wall jumps down, and so by the time he got into the second phase of the stage, Numbers had already beat it, and was crowned the Nintendo World Champ.
And who was the one that got the head start? Numbers or Cosmo?
Numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, he received a trophy, and they both got 3DSs signed by Miyamoto.
That seems like a cool thing to have right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was awesome. I think the entire thing's like 4 hours.
Oh my god.
Safe to say safe to say that's something Nintendo's probably gonna do every year before E3 now.
Yeah, well, this one was amazing.
Not only did they have that during on Sunday though, they also had some big announcements on Sunday that we didn't actually expect to have.
Yeah.
So let's start with a couple of those real quick before I forget about them. Should we start with the Smash, the indie game stuff, or the new game, the re-release of a game that an American ever got?
We can start with all the Smash stuff. There's a lot of that.
There's a lot of Smash stuff. So, if anyone's been paying attention, there have been a lot of leaks as to who's going to be in Smash next and what kind of stuff to expect with the next update. All of it was true. It seems a shame that we can't have surprises anymore, but whatever. The update was made available the day it was announced on the 14th. We already knew about Lucas getting to come back to Smash. We didn't know for sure that Roy and Ryu were coming back, and they are... well, Roy's coming back, Ryu's joined the fight. So Roy from Melee is back, Lucas from Brawl is back, and Ryu from Street Fighter is here. So Lucas plays almost exactly like he does from Brawl. No real changes there. Roy is from Melee, but he plays very differently. His animations are... he used to be a clone of Marth, but his animations are different. His damage output and his speed are different. He plays kind of like a hybrid of Ike and Marth, and he feels different enough to both Lucina and Marth, where he no longer really feels like a clone. He's kind of like what Ganondorf is to Captain Falcon. Something significantly different, but still similar enough where you don't need them both, but it feels different enough where it's they both earn a spot, really. I've been playing a lot with Roy, and my god, I am just murdering everything. I'm going against like level 9 CPUs and just murdering everybody, like I'm DDD or Ganondorf, and I'm like, how am I doing this so good with this tiny little shit? But no, it's definitely something good. As for Ryu, his moves seem pretty straightforward. The mechanical difference with him is that you can tap the button for lighter attacks, hold the button for heavier attacks, and then you can also put special button Street Fighter combos in to perform the attacks like you would in Street Fighter.
Yeah, if you put in the original Street Fighter combo, then it would do the same move. But I think they said that it will be stronger if you do it that way.
That's what I heard, but I don't know enough of the Street Fighter combos to do that reliably. I can do the Hadouken, though, because that one's... there's a stage they added to that I probably should mention before I get to the story. So there's a new stage that came for free for everybody with Smash, Miiverse. And what it is just basically Battlefield, but in the background, Miiverse posts will show up. And when you play as certain characters, Miiverse posts related to them will pop up. So I was playing as Ryu on this stage, and literally all the posts are like, here's the Hadouken, and it just shows the button input for it. And so literally I just did that. And I was like, okay, this is like a fun little tutorial. It's cool.
Did you get any of the costumes?
I did. I have not used them yet. But there's the amiibos. Not the amiibos. There's the Squid Kids. There are Virtua Fighter and Heihachi available. And I think there's a couple other ones that came out. Mega Man and Zero. Mega Man.exe, I should say, and Zero. And what's there? Oh, and Isabelle. And I think that was it.
Yeah,
Still
the
no...
Brawlers get the Virtual Fighter, Mega Man Zero, and
Mega
Zero
Man's for Gunner,
the,
and Zero's for Sword.
Yeah, Zero's for Sword. Gunners also get the Inklings, and I think they get Isabelle.
I think they get Isabelle too, yeah. Which
and there's also a Squid Hat.
Yeah, Squid Hat looks cool.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say though? Oh yeah, I actually was listening to a Let's Play from someone else. They were talking about the Miiverse stage, and they were saying how they hate it because they'll never play on it again, because the first time they logged in, literally the first post that came up was, last night on Game of Thrones this happened.
Oh, what a dick!
And he's like, I've never played on the Miiverse stage ever again.
Oh, what a dick. They're just things you don't do, man.
I just laughed when I heard that, because I'm like, that's like the biggest asshole thing to do. Because you have to pick the right character to get that, and then you have to like you just have to like, man, that's the worst.
That's mean.
See, now I kind of want to just go through with each character and like put a post up for like just various spoilers, like Snape killed Dumbledore, Rosebud is the sled.
What?
Get out of town.
Aaron, you monster.
I am a horrible person. But other Smash Bros. News, though, if I can find it all, I have it completely unorganized. There will be an update in August for the Wii U version of Smash. You'll get tournament mode, which can actually be used online.
Nice.
They say it's mostly finished now, but they want to do more testing just to make sure everything works the way they want it to. So, good on them for thorough testing. If it makes online tournaments doable, this could be an easy way to have people who are good at the game win money without having to travel so much. So, who knows?
Yeah.
But that's a cool feature coming. Another feature coming will be uploads to YouTube instantly. You can actually upload your replays in a future update, I think is what it is. Let me double check, make sure. Let's see, is it current or at a later date? Yep. But they said that they will be able to upload your replays to YouTube. So if you aren't like us and don't have capture devices to record it, hey, you know what? You don't have to. You can just do that.
Now, are we gonna get copyright claims?
You're probably gonna get copyright claims.
God damn it.
There's 2 more bits of Smash Bros. News before we're done with Smash Bros. First off, that's not the right one. New stages are coming as well. We aren't just getting the Miiverse stage. We also got the Kirby 64 stage re-release, and Ryu gets his own stage as well. But that is not all. In a future update, we will also be getting Nintendo 64 stages, Hyrule Castle and Peach's Castle from the original Smash Bros. Game.
Yes!
Hyrule Castle is a pimp stage. I am happy
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yes.
Well, the boner's back.
I will say this, though. There's 2 stages I still want to see very much come back in if they can ever do them. The Metal Cavern stage from 64, because that one just looked really good. The one where you fight Metal Mario for the first time. And then the other one I want to see would be Brinstar Depths from Melee, the one where Kraid's flipping the stage over and over again. I miss that one so much. It's a pain in the ass to play on sometimes, but it's so good. And then the last bit of news, finally, something that should have been available from the very get-go. You know how you can play with your 3DS on Smash Bros. Wii U if you have Smash Bros. And use it as a controller?
Yes.
Well, for only 99 cents, you can actually just use the 3DS without the Smash Bros. 3DS game as a controller and not have to worry about it. It's an app on the eShop called Smash Controller. It's just download it for $1, and now your 3DS is an extra controller for Smash Bros. Should you need it. Why it wasn't available from day one, I don't know, but there you go.
Well, it's here now.
Yeah.
I have one more thing to add that I forgot to mention during the World Championship, but it relates to Smash.
Okay.
Okay, so during the Smash tournament, Reggie essentially called out the guy who won, Hungrybox. And he's like, I'm gonna play on my 3DS and I'm gonna kick your ass. So during the World Championship, between like the 4th round and the finals, Reggie came out and actually played Smash against Hungrybox.
How'd he do?
He got his ass handed to him. Like before the match even started, the trash talk was real. Reggie was like, if I win, I'll give you a job. And Hungrybox was like, I'm an engineer, I don't need it. The trash talking was real. Kevin Pereira was like, do I have to break up a fight here?
What I think's ridiculous, though, is that other people, like other big companies, I don't see him doing that, but I see Reggie doing it because he just seems like a really good guy about it. Because I can just imagine him just walking in and be like, hey, bro, I'm going to beat you in this. And the end's like, cool game, bro.
Yeah, he got his ass handed to him. Like, it was one-sided as hell.
That is not surprising. I don't think Reggie comes off as much of a, gamer guy.
Yeah. At the end, I forgot how this started, but Reggie was like, well, of course he beat me. I spend 16 hours a day running a company. He spends 16 hours a day playing Smash.
Oh, that's cold.
Yeah, that was cold. It was good. They have just that little segment on YouTube for anyone who just wants to see that and the trash talk.
Nice. We'll have to definitely put that in the description or something, because that sounds awesome. Last 2 big announcements from Sunday, and then we can finally move on to the actual E3 conference. Let's start off with something I'm sure everyone is completely surprised by. So remember, I think it was last year, they re-released Earthbound on the eShop for people to finally enjoy and not have to spend thousands of dollars on a cartridge, right?
I do recall this.
Yep. Well, that's the only game we've ever seen on our shores related to that series, and that's really kind of sad, because we don't have the game for Lucas, we don't have the game that came beforehand, we just have Earthbound. Releasing, actually, the day was announced, 6/14, so this past Sunday, Earthbound Beginnings, which is Mother 1 in Japan, is finally being localized to the West.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we finally have the first game in the series. We're just waiting for the third one now.
Look, one step at a time, man.
No, I'm not pushing for him to get it out right away. The fact that I even got this out is a miracle beyond all accounts.
Right.
It's not Pokemon MMO, but it's up on that list of things people have been wanting for years. So, good call, Nintendo, for this one.
$6.99. You can grab it on the eShop.
There was actually a special message from Shikasato Itoi, the creator of Earthbound and the original Mother series, which we'll put a link to as well. But basically, he's just sending out a love message to everybody saying, hey guys, here is my game, enjoy it, because I'm not making any more or less. Well, I mean, when he finished Mother 3, he basically said he was done with the series, so, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the gist of it, for the most part.
Yeah.
And then, lastly, released on the same day, once again, this is insane, they have so much stuff. Nintendo announced Nindies at Home with demos and discounts galore. That's the title of the article here. Basically, it says, I'll read the article verbatim here. Basic idea is dead simple. Starting right now until the oddly specific 8:59 a.m. Pacific Time, June 22nd, you can download demos for selected games on the Wii U. If you happen to own a demo at the time of the game's release, you can net a sweet 15% discount on that title for up to 1 month after launch. Make sure you link your Nintendo ID properly for it to work. What games are on the table for this particular demo discount deal? Upcoming indie games such as Extreme Exorcism, Forma 8, Freedom Planet, which I've heard is pretty much just Sonic the Hedgehog but better, Lovely Planet, Mutant Mud's Super Challenge, which is also heard good things about, Rive, and no, I'm not mispronouncing that, it's R-I-V-E, Rive, Runbow,
Runbow, get hype.
And Soul Axiom, and Typo Man, which sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
All these are exclusive to Nintendo, and a few, and a few of them are multi-platform, but most of them are exclusive to Nintendo, from what it looks like. I am definitely gonna look at Lovely Planet if it's anything, or not Lovely Planet, Freedom Planet, and maybe even Runbow, because you make it sound like it's pretty awesome.
Runbow is pretty awesome from what I've seen of it.
But I mean, the demos are available now, and when the game comes out, if you have the demo, that's bonus points for you. So definitely check out those demos if you have the Wii U, because who knows how long those deals are going to last for. So
yeah,
hop to it right now.
Yeah, after all their announcements on Sunday, I think it was on Twitter, I think it was, and the eShop was just gone.
Yeah, I heard the eShop crashed super hard.
It crashed harder than I've ever seen it crash.
I don't think it crashed that hard, because I remember when the Pokemon Bank first came out, it was down for like a week.
Right. Yeah, but still, this was pretty hard. Everybody was getting their DLCs.
And with that, I think we can move on to the actual E3
Can we
event.
finally move on?
Yay! It's about damn
Woo!
time.
Okay, so at E3, Nintendo had their usual online video thing they do. Last year was Robot Chicken. This year it was Muppets.
Yep, puppets.
I don't know really my response to that. I think I still prefer the Robot Chicken thing better, because it just had more jokes. It had more, I don't know, better pacing to it. This one just felt a little stilted and awkward at times, but it was still good.
Oh man, puppets.
Definitely still had the Nintendo personality, so I'm all for it. So, let's start off with some of the smaller announcements. Starting with all the Mario shit, because Mario had a lot of shit.
Oh my god, there's a lot.
Okay, let's start with the one we already talked about. Super Mario Maker is coming out, supports Amiibo, and will be out on 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That's
not
a
even
horrible
joking.
release date. I know, it's so stupid.
I mean, okay, it's then. Yeah. We've already
Yeah.
talked about enough about Mario Maker. Let's move on to something else. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash coming to Wii U this year.
Oh man, Mario Tennis. Woo.
Here's my thing. I have nothing against the Mario sports games. I think, on the whole, they're very functionally fun. But they also feel like party games. In my opinion, Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, Mario Baseball, Mario Soccer, Mario Basketball. Can't we just combine that all into one Mario sports game so you don't have to buy like 20 different ones?
No.
They tried that and it failed.
Did they try it before?
Mario and Sonic at the Olympics.
That's different. That's different. They're playing
It's the closest
They're
thing.
playing
It's pretty
real-
much the same thing.
No. Those are boring Olympics games. We're talking about like real sports games, minus like soccer and golf. I mean, come on.
Wow. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Bring it on, everybody. Also, a new crossover game is coming out. Not quite the crossover everyone expected, but Mario and Luigi Paper Jam is coming out. It mixes the two RPG series, the Mario and Luigi games, and the Paper Mario games, into one bizarre-looking piece of shit. Calling the game shitty, just saying it's bizarre as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So does this mean that the Paper Mario series is like a functional universe in addition to the mainline Mario games?
Maybe? Who knows? I don't know.
It's weird.
It's something to do with Paper Jam.
And the last of the Mario things to mention, which isn't necessarily Mario, but it's a crossover with Skylanders. Bowser and Donkey Kong have new amiibos coming out, which are confirmed to work with Skylanders, with new vehicles, and some bizarre new power-ups that make these characters kind of unique compared to what you've seen them do before.
Yeah.
There's like Magma Bowser and Donkey Kong throwing all sorts of retro shit at you. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yay, Dinky King.
But yeah, that's that. And I know they also mentioned some new amiibos too, such as the 8-bit Mario and Animal Crossing amiibos, with a new game coming out as well. We're actually segueing into that pretty quick too. Animal Crossing has two things coming up. Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, which comes out on the 25th. And basically you are, from what it looks like, a retail house seller making houses for people.
Yeah,
to
you're
get.
pretty much looks like a real estate agent and you're decorating houses.
Which I'm like, this is a game, okay.
Yep, that's a
not
game.
Animal Crossing then. That's crap.
But Animal Crossing is not only getting into the retail housing market, it's also getting on the Mario Party market.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
I saw that one.
What's the exact game called? Because it's on my list. It's Animal Crossing Amiibo something.
Yeah, it's like Amiibo Festival. or
Amiibo
something.
Festival, I think it is, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it listed somewhere? Yeah, it is
It's
Amiibo
Much
Festival.
Mario Party, but with Animal Crossing.
And you use your amiibos apparently to do stuff. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
Can we just get Nintendo Party where you have all the Nintendo characters in one game?
no,
It's- I mean, everyone
No.
wants it. It'll happen, right?
maybe. No, because we have to beat Animal Crossing so we can get all the money out of that.
No.
And then we'll move on.
Can we at least get a real Metroid game soon?
No.
Is that on the list?
I don't know. Is it on the list?
I don't know, Nicole. I was asking you.
Let's see.
We talked about earlier with that
Mhm.
Blast Ball game.
Oh yeah, there is Blast Ball. I mean, that's pretty Metroid-y.
There's no Metroid in it though.
Oh, well, it's because it's part of Metroid.
But it isn't Metroid. It'd be like if we made a game that's like Bayonetta, chess master extraordinaire, and all this is just you playing chess. There's no reference to Bayonetta anywhere else.
Yeah. Oh,
But-
well,
but-
there is Metroid Prime Federation Force. Is that a Metroid game?
What the fuck is it? I saw the trailer. I know what it is, but tell us.
Or is that just more cookie clicker?
I don't. It's probably more cookie clicker. So for those who don't know, it's a 3DS game where you and up to 3 friends, I think it is.
Yeah,
you
it's
can.
4-player co-op.
It's like a 4-player co-op game where you shoot shit and compete and shit and shit. It's shit.
I don't know. Blast Ball looked pretty hype. It's pretty much soccer with mechs. I mean, That's American soccer right there.
I just wish they hadn't tied the Metroid Prime name to it, because it's just so misleading.
Yeah, a little bit, isn't it?
Like, when I saw the little planet and the outline for the moon, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be Metroid something, and then they showed Federation Force, I'm like, that's alright, what's it gonna do? And then they showed everything that wasn't Samus, so I'm like, I don't give a shit anymore. Like, I don't need a game with Samus, but can I be a bounty hunter, shooting aliens and trying to save the galaxy from shit? That's all I want. That's all I want.
No.
No,
No.
that's
yeah.
sad.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe this will make you feel better. Nintendo announced a new idle sim, SMTXFE. It's very Japanese.
I saw that video, and for those who don't remember, it's the Shin Megami Tensei Fire Emblem game. I don't know what the title is. I literally was trying to listen to what they were saying, and they sound like they were saying a billion Japanese words at once. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Look, that entire trailer is just very Japanese. When I got home today from work, Shane was trying to describe it to me. He's like, you know what, it's just very Japanese. Just here, watch.
According to the update information on the article, it says the game is titled Ginei Ibun Roku #FE.
Whoa.
In English, I don't know what the fuck that actually means. Something 6 Fire Emblem.
Cookie Clicker Fire Emblem.
Pretty much.
But I mean, you got to see Chrom in there a little bit. You got to see some reference to other Fire Emblem characters. I'm hyped for it. I want to see it in action. Did it give a release date? Do you remember if it said anything?
I think it just gave a year.
2015, I think is what they were saying.
Yeah, I don't think it gave an actual day.
My only response to this is I want more Atlas games on the Wii U. Give me more Persona. Give me more Shin Megami Tensei. Give me more Catherine. Something other than nothing. Hell, I'll take more Dokapon. I'm craving more Dokapon right now. It's a shitty game, but I'll still play more of it.
And they also released a trailer for Fire Emblem Fates.
For those who don't know, that's Fire Emblem If in Japan.
Yep.
But basically, it's that black and white game that... And not by that, I don't mean the colors are black and white, but I mean they had like a black version and a white version.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Interestingly enough, they didn't actually mention the black or white version in the English release. They just said Fire Emblem Fates.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder, is it going to be just the one game, or are we getting two?
I think I'm just getting the one.
Which I'm not opposed to, but I hope we're not missing out on anything either.
Hopefully they like kind of combine.
Kind of like what they did with like Pokemon Yellow when it first came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully. There's also another trailer that they showed that is very Japanese.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
This one is pretty much like Pokemon, but with that Digimon thing where they talk.
Okay.
Yokai Watch.
Yokai Watch.
Set to release
this holiday season.
Yeah. When Shane was showing me all the trailers, he was like, there's this one that's kind of like Pokemon. And as we were watching it, the cat, the little orange cat, popped up. And I'm like, oh, I know what this is now. And he's like, how the fuck do you know what this is?
Yeah, I am a little confused as how do you know what it is, too?
There's actually a YouTuber I watch who went to Japan and got like a similar game to it. So I only know it because of her. Nice. And I know it's like a huge anime in Japan.
I was gonna say, 'cause it felt very anime when I was watching it.
This is, from what I understand, like this is a huge thing over there.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of ghosts and spooks, though,
spooks.
This isn't on
I'm getting scared already.
This isn't on the main list, but you guys remember Fatal Frame and how we said it's finally getting localized for the West?
I love Fatal Frame.
Fatal Fame is coming out. Its American or English subtitle is going to be Maiden of the Black Water, and it comes out this fall on the Wii U. And they actually showed an all-new trailer at E3. It wasn't during the event, but it was during the Treehouse, I believe.
Spoopy.
Very spoopy.
I'm crying already. I'm so spooked. You don't
Alright,
know.
I'm scared.
Expect it for an upcoming Freak Out series when we get to it, because
Oh man, I'm scared. I don't know how I'm gonna
If they
sleep.
if they have any skeletons in there or skellingtomins, I'm gonna cry forever.
If they have dickmen or kappas, I'm gone.
oh,
I'm
dude,
out.
dude, we can't handle any more kappas.
I'm already about to cry. This is so spooky.
Right?
Should we explain the joke of kappas to him too?
Yeah.
No, I want it to be
I
an
think he
inside
deserves
joke
to know.
only.
Inside joke
Also,
only.
we'll pimp our animated series.
Okay, okay. Coming soon this summer, the kappas are at their up to their old wild antics again.
A kegger in the girls' bathroom.
That's what they did last year. Can they top it this year with a kegger in their mom's house?
Whoa.
That's spooky. Mom's houses. Oh my god.
Moving on from the ghosts, though, let's move on to some Triforce and some Zelda. How about that?
Oh, yay, not spooky.
We didn't see any of Zelda Wii U at all, which makes me very sad. I was hoping to see a little of it. A little. But nothing. It was all 3DS stuff, and none of it was bad, just none of it was what I wanted to see. The first one was Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors being re-released for the 3DS with all new DLC and characters. All the DLC characters from the original game will be there, along with a bunch of Wind Waker specific characters, like Tetra.
Ooh, nice.
Yep. That is coming out, and let me see if I can bring it up to find the date, because I don't remember now. Oh, did it not say?
Does it not say?
It might not say, let's see.
Oh, soon. It comes out soon.
2016 is all it says.
Yep, that's soon.
That's soonish. But I mean, I find it interesting that they're being able to release it on the 3DS. I thought technical limitations would make it difficult, but maybe it's going to be a more new 3DS kind of game.
Hopefully, I'm excited.
But speaking of Zelda and speaking of co-op, like we mentioned earlier with the Federation Force, we actually have Triforce Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it's the 4 swords minus 1.
Oh boy.
I mean, is there any better way to describe it?
I don't think so.
That's basically what it is. Basically, it's more co-op Zelda puzzles with 2 other players, not 3 other players. As far as the context goes as to why there's 3 people, I don't know. It didn't really go into too much detail on that. It was just kind of showing off the mechanics of the game for the most part. But there's different suits to get different upgrades and stuff, so it's kind of cool. But that comes out this fall in 2015, so do look forward to that. Got a cough now.
Great.
Come on, Aaron. Squid Kid.
I can't handle not being a squid for too long, you know that.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed, son.
But you have different outfits, including loungewear, big bomb outfits, and even the Princess Zelda dress,
Yeah, I saw.
among many others. So, as to what they'll have, who knows? As to what other stuff they'll have, I don't know. But it looks interesting. I just wish it was 4 swords, because 4 swords is pretty pimp.
Mm.
You guys ever play 4 swords at all?
Yes, very good game.
I've seen a lot of it. I haven't actually played it.
My only issue with it was that you had to have everyone had their own Game Boy Advance to plug into the GameCube.
Mhm.
And if they didn't have the cord and the Game Boy Advance, you couldn't really use it to its full effect, which kind of sucked.
Mhm. That sucks.
Yeah.
It was still a good game, though.
And with that, I think we only have 2 big announcements left, unless I missed anything.
Well, I think there's only 2. There's Xenoblade Chronicles X.
That's
Which
one of the 2.
releases December 4th.
Yep, they showed off a new trailer for that, so nothing too spectacularly surprising there. But it looked like a very damn good trailer.
Yeah.
Like, every time I see this game, I want to play it now. Like, it's literally doing everything right, and I hope it stands out as one of the best games of the generation, but I have to play it to actually have that opinion, so...
Mhm.
But, I mean, it's setting the bar pretty high in terms of, like, what it's showing, so...
Yeah. And then this one should be our last one, the biggest one.
Yep, F-Zero is finally coming... Oh, wait, no, sorry. I prepared...
You read that wrong.
I
You only
prepared-
read part of it.
I prepared that for something else. I made 2 lists, Nicole. One was in case F-Zero was announced. This one is the actual news here. Star Fox Zero jets onto the Wii U this holiday season. So the very first thing announced is the last thing we're going to talk about. Basically, the puppets transformed into the Fox characters, and then they did the trailer for Star Fox. We finally got to see playable footage of it after being on the HR seat for years for it, a year for it. So
yeah, and they were working with Platinum.
Yep. So if you thought they were only working on Transformers, hey, they're also working on Star Fox. So they are doing something worthwhile.
Yeah. I didn't actually get to see the trailer yet, but from what Shane was telling me, there's what's actually on the TV, which is like the outside of the ship, but on the gamepad is like the cockpit view of it.
I'm actually pasting it into the chat if you want to look at
where
it.
You can
right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, how it works is it's got the the Wii U gamepad and the TV. The TV shows what you are normally going to see, the outside the ship 3D shit flying around and all that. That's like every other game. The cockpit will be shown completely on the gamepad. That's how you're going to aim. That's how you're going to look around. I'm not sure if it's going to require the gyroscope or how sensitive it's going to be, but if they do it right, it should be fun. I've heard nothing but good things about it from people playing it at E3 in terms of the articles I've read. But it's not the only updates they're going to be getting too. There's going to be some new challenges, new transformations. Apparently your Arwing can transform into a little like running robot ship thing.
Yeah, I'm on that part in the video right now, and it looks really awesome.
It looks pretty cool. There's also variations of the tank, which can turn into a hovercraft, and some other like helicopter-looking thing that can release like a ground unit to go into areas it can't get into on its own.
Do you like to do a barrel roll?
They shoved that barrel roll joke in our face so much. I was actually getting annoyed of it by the end. But the bosses look spectacular. The level design looks fantastic. The visuals all look Platinum great. It looks like what we wanted from Platinum all on, and I think they're delivering pretty hard. I'm just hoping that with the reference to Star Fox and Bayonetta, there's a reference to Bayonetta here in Star Fox. That's all I ask.
Yeah. Yeah, Miyamoto says that it's not a sequel, it's not a remake, it's its own little thing.
So, yeah, according to the inside the developer story or whatever it is, it was the Zero was because it's one of his like cool favorite kanji and he wanted to show it off to the world.
Because it reminded him of a foxtail.
Miyamoto's fucking crazy. I'm just gonna say it now.
Yeah.
I love the guy, but he's fucking crazy. But yeah, that is Star Fox Wii U. It looks positively gorgeous. I really would like to get a demo at some point just to try it out, just so I can see how it feels. But everything so far looks pretty good. So
yeah.
Here's hoping. I think we even saw Star Wolf a little bit in the trailer too. Like they had a little bit where you're being chased by one of them, I think.
Oh.
But I want to see Wolf in there again. I want to see if the bad guy's Andross again. It probably will be, if anything. But yeah, looks pretty exciting so far.
Is that all for Nintendo? I mean, they had enough.
They had a very short presentation. I think they showed. Yeah. Oh yeah, they did show Woolly World. Why isn't there a link for that on here somewhere? That's weird.
Oh yeah, Woolly World. How can I forget that? Because the amiibo is just fucking adorable.
So go ahead and talk. I know you want to talk about it.
I do. So the amiibo for it isn't like the other ones where it's a little statue. It's, from what I understand, it's going to be an actual little plushie, but with the sensor in it still, so you can still tap it onto the gamepad. But
I tapped that.
That's gross.
I'm right here.
No, like to the gamepad, to the gamepad.
No, man, that's gross. But yeah, it looks adorable. They showed a little bit more of Woolly World, where the little wizard turns all the little Yoshis into skeins of yarn and throws them in a bag. That bastard.
What a piece of shit.
Right? I'm so hyped for Woolly World.
I'm on the fence with it, but I'm definitely hoping it turns out good, because I might get it if it ends up being like the best thing ever.
It takes two of my loves, Yoshi and Yarn, and just mashes it together. I'm hype. Yeah, it comes out, what was it, October 16th?
I think
that
that's
right?
what it is. It's coming out very soon.
Yeah, it's soon. Shane was texting me about it when I was on my way home, and I was like, pre-order it now. I want it. You don't understand how bad I want this. So,
And I think with that is literally all the Nintendo E3 news, unless something else comes up before we get to the recording of the actual podcast, which is recording tomorrow, but it'll be up tomorrow as well. But it will have by the time this one goes up, we'll have recorded it yesterday.
Look, it will be out.
It'll be out before
It'll be out
too
soon.
long. It'll be before too long, yeah.
Right? This is all timey-wimey.
But yeah, so thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed our 3-day E3 marathon. And then tomorrow we'll be back to our normal podcast shenanigans. We'll still talk about E3 a little bit, because we didn't talk about EA, Ubisoft, Bethesda, Valve, or anyone else who might have been there.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure we give them some coverage too. But we wanted to get the big ones out of the way, because these lists were literally like an hour or plus long. So we wanted to kind of give them all the attention they needed, because there's some big announcements here worth talking about. And it was a lot of fun to go on these tangents every now and then.
Yeah, and nobody got time for like a 5-hour podcast.
No one's got time for that. I mean,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So join me, Nicole, Ryan, Aaron, and Connor. Are you gonna be here tomorrow?
Unless some kind of tragedy happens to me tonight, like a Buick coming through my window, I should be.
So yes, join the five
That's
of us.
oddly specific.
Join the five of us tomorrow when we return with more of our awesome E3 news, as well as news that isn't video games. Because I'm sure there's some that we could talk about.